All right, we should be recording. We got a BLITZ match with Brett going here. He's going to be streaming so he can practice his Twitch TV account for in preparation for his simul. And I think he challenged me, but I clicked off the screen. So here's the challenge. Here we go. All right. Well, he just beat me in an unrated game where we were trying to figure out what to do about his stream, and it was a disaster. So let's try to be a little bit sane now. I'm trying the Nimzo. Should maybe think about a transition. I know he doesn't like this, so I'm going to go back because he thinks I should take, and that's one main line. I'm going to see what I can do about keeping pieces on the board. He's probably wondering, what the hell? All right. I'm already out of book, like Brett would say. That's expected. And now probably C5. I think it's time for either C5 or F6. And don't get cramped. I like C5, and then I can maybe undermine. I don't want to make a hole on the black square, so I'll just keep my pawn and wiggle out of the way. He's got to probably play F4 and knight F3. Could also sacrifice, maybe after a couple more pieces come out. Oh yeah, damn it. I always start so darn slow. So much for undermining his pawn center. All right, well, let's hold that for now, and then he'll come to the king side. If I play F6, he could play E6 right away. Probably have to take that. I'll bring both knights up to bring the other knight up to cover. E5. I'm ahead of the clock, but I don't think I've done anything right. So good is it? C5, but yeah, all right. He's going to maybe hop his knight in B5 to C7, then I'm going to be having trouble with that corner rook. But for now, I'm going to try to undermine the center. I guess I'll try to hold that pawn that I had hung on E6. Half a minute lead, so that's not going so well. Yeah. So it's got here and here. All right. I'm going to take a chance that I could grab this and then Maybe get the C file to my rook when he comes in on this fork on these two guys. Yeah, I think I'd like to keep the rook. Don't really want to pin my queen to that pawn. I'll take this way. Bishop over there, sure. Got a fork here if I play back. So I'm feeling a little squeezed, but I'll go over here. All right, so. I don't see a lot of good. Maybe get this rook over, get this bishop back here. That's true. What about that? If he takes... Don't know. No. I think that pawn is history. If he takes, I may be able to liquidate over here. He has an intermezzo, might have to take. Oh boy, what a mess. All right, let's get rid of his attackers if we can. Yeah, there's that. All right, okay. Boy, this is south. We lose the exchange, but stay in the game. Look at that, I'm a minute down all of a sudden. Good grief. Call this hanging on by a thread. I don't even know if it's that good. This is like the first Blitz game we played last time we had a match, where I have these visions of having something and I have nothing. And so I try something along the center and along the C file in the center, and meanwhile I'm getting crushed. I gotta make a move, huh? Oh, brother. Was that hanging? Oh, good grief. All right. We're not going to get flagged today. Let's see what we got. Last time I did manage to win one game on a flag that was kind of dirty. And in so doing, I had felt like I was playing better and better, but he got me on this check perts. Let's see if he wants to do that again today. No. All right. Maybe the Karakan, he did that to me recently. I like this variation. If he plays this knight over to here, I can go up here and threaten checkmate. All right, probably a good idea. I don't want to give that up. Maybe we'll undermine f7. I think the queen has to defend it, which puts this knight kind of out of position. Play this. Maybe I'll play d-pawn up somewhere and get that bishop out. No, you can't do that, I don't think. Right? Don't I have this? Let's try. All right, if he takes, then it's mate on f7. I beat Brett once over the board in a total swindle, and then I beat him for real. So I have one actual victory and a lot of losses. So maybe I have something here. Let's see. Cost him the exchange at the least. I also could take this pawn and play my knight over to here, and then mate over there on f7. I think I might have played him in a blitz game after a billiards cafe game, you know, Skittles after the tournament. Something like this happened. Well, we'll see. So if I do play this, he plays this, threatens my queen. I can play check, take that guy off, or mate over here, or I go back and check again. I don't have a lot of time though. I think that once this knight moves, I better have what I can get or else I don't get more. All right, I'm going to cash out the exchange and think about it again later. All right, so that guy's a little hung up. It's castle. I'm going to try to support my other knight to come back out. Could be dangerous if he puts his bishop here, though. Let's support it with the pawn. Probably this knight comes out. Maybe I get my bishop over to here. Support that with a knight as it comes out under the g6 square. No good. Knight covers it. All right, so I could take the knight off. We'll take with the e pawn, open up from there for his rook to attack me. His bishop will be opened up. Not all that appealing, but all right. Let's bring this guy closer. Maybe he'll have to take away that square for his rook. I don't think 2 exchanges is a good deal. All right, so now I'm going to take that guy off. Set up that discovery. And that's check. And I don't like my queen pinned. like to get my rooks onto this E file. I think I'm going to maybe anchor this bishop. Maybe he'll trade off on F4. We should have thought about that one a little longer. Should I leave the queen? Leaving the king side, not too smart. Let's just stay kind of close. Maybe F4 and bring the rooks up. He wants G5. Let's stop G5. Suddenly almost a minute down. He's definitely doing a lot better at this this time management with having to narrate. Yeah, it's sticking right in there. All right, let's make some holes on the king side. How bad can that be? We target this. Maybe not. Got to undermine something. He's got a good fortress, even though I've got the exchange. I didn't get much space for it. Well, that's a little better. Wow. It went crazy at the end, but that's kind of nice. Whew. All right, that's 2 games. I think this time if we play the Nimzo, I'll exchange on C3. Not so fast. Gonna make him play that. That is a little better. No, not cramped this time. All right. Oh, that makes all that kind of bad. I'll do this first. And that second. Probably put his bishop here. All right, let's see what that guy says. Probably unpin next move. Or maybe bring my knight into play. Yeah, but if he gets to e5, all right, let's unpin, holding e5 with 2 pieces. Well, he's got more on it though, doesn't he? Well, that's a lousy square. All right, try again. If I can get here, I might. I thought he might come down like this if I didn't. To get this guy into play. All right, I'll try that. He'll take this way more than likely, so that I'll have a little space here with for my queen. I can bring this knight over to here, and then over to d5. It's a nice square. Got to hold the rook. That's a nice square too. Oh, look at this. He's got all these forks again. I'll pay attention to that. I have to go this way. I think he's going to center his rooks. I got to probably play knight d5 as soon as I can. Yeah. So here, take, here. That's no good. Does he have any squares? If I go here, does he have to go back? No, he's got the bishop on it. I'm going to play 1. That way I don't take away f5 from my bishop. It's not bad time on the clock, but this is the phase where that nominally takes over. All right, let's hop in here. Queen to here, maybe? Mm-hmm. 2 pieces on the pawn. Yeah, that's good. Now, I want to bring my queen up, but where else is it going? And that pawn is just lost. Could play f5. Boy, that seems dicey. He'll put his queen over here. I got a lot of bad choices. To evict this guy. How am I going to do that? Come back. Play my bishop out to somewhere. Maybe over there. Ah, nice. I was thinking right here. Yeah, also sort of like a London bishop. You can just tuck it away. I got to make a little loof to get my other rook into play. I might have to give up the exchange for the sake of a little freedom. Making this next. And a rook over that way. I don't know about this. So it's a bit of a premature expansion just to try to pester his bishop. That don't want to be doing it with my knight. I need my knight where it is. How am I going to do it? Pin, because he can't double up on me just yet. He can take this. I'm losing the exchange, so I'm going to do it on my terms, such that they are. Ooh, that hurts. Hurts. Definitely not looking far enough ahead. All right, no way I can flag him, so I'll resign. 3 games, 2-1 Brett. All right, another Caro-Kann or Chuck Pierce. All right, this is what happened last time, where last match, where he got me going pretty well. I think I'll do this. Looks like a Potzer move, but similar setup happens where I'm able to threaten f7. It's a little better off having his bishop see these squares. Get the bishop out, bring the queen back. And now d-pawn or... That's good. I think I'll play the d-pawn 1 to hold that square off from his knight. Yeah. So I probably will see him castle kingside. Threaten that guy. Let's take over this good diagonal before his queen gets out there. It's always rough. Knight to here. I like to keep that on the board. Yeah, in this sort of a position, I think I should maybe have the pawn on d4 so I can put a knight here, play c3. All right, that's fairly clear. I've played c4 in those cases, and you lose a pawn, I think, on the a file. So he's either taking it and we're cemented, or he pushes and we're sort of cemented. Maybe the bishop coming to b7. I seem to be able to play white a little faster. I've had a small lead on the clock with him, but it dissipates. All right, which rook? I'd like to have that guy here and this guy here. Is it okay to have the bishop over there? Bishop can't do much else. If somebody comes here to threaten the pawn, that may get fixed right here. Could play the queen up and threaten over here, knight to there. Holds a couple of squares from the queen. Oops, stay, what happened? I'm going to try that. And if he plays his knight up, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I don't like that move. Yeah. All right. I have to choose. I'd like to maybe get my get a pawn on c5 and stifle this bishop right here. I think he should probably take. If he pushes, and a pawn up on c5 is a little hard to support. But it does give my bishop some room. Having a pawn here, though, is nice and covering d5 from the knight. All right, let's do this. If he puts a rook over here, I'll probably play back to here. Ah, see? Good. I think this rook to the center, bishop to here, and a pawn up, if it comes to that. If he takes the pawn, I think that it's dangerous in the sense that he's got his bishop back here. I got to figure out a way to guard that one. Another reason that queen move hurts. But if he doesn't take it, then see b3 holds the queen side okay. He's got a chance to maybe put a knight here from c6. It's a pretty long walk. Well, we'll see. Sure. Go there, go here. Not a lot of squares. Let's stay in contact with my knight. That means he can't take this because of bishop on h7. All right, how is he going to get here? Can he get there? No. All right, let's evict that guy. I've got a lot of pieces on e5, so he's got to go back to f6, I'd say. Huh. Can I get a knight here? Not any easier than he can. All right. Play faster. I think we'll try to double, but he might not let me. I'll have to go back, and then I'll have to play like this. Sort of waste of time. Minute each. I had blundered that pawn with the whole thing I discussed earlier. Overloaded. Go back. Knight to here. Running out of time and options. Oh, look at that, 5 seconds. How did I get there? Oh, come on, move. Yeah. Oh, it's double check. Nice. Good move. Yeah, missed it. Nice move. Now I remember. I got a castle and maybe get d5 and knight c6 in. Sure. Sure. We liquidate there. We cover the f6 pawn, the knight. Do it again. Take on f on c3. Ooh. b4. No. Boy. All right. These tactics are in the puzzles all the time, and they never come up. Can't pre-move, or if he moves his queen, I got trouble. Brings his queen to here maybe, or here, covering his bishop, or exchanges. I think the exchange is good for me. I get a rook centralized. Still got to work on that bishop. That happens every game. This only works because I don't have any other pawns he can just take immediately. I don't think he wants me to take because, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, can't go up because I'm pinned. It's a good move. I might have to live with... Maybe I can live with g5. Oops, g5. and queen f6. But he might have, on g5, he might have this, and I have that. But now this guy's in very big trouble. I gotta do something about the queen. I think I'm going to take the problem on the queenside pawns, which I think I can, he might get his bishop here, right? Put a rook here and push, but I'll have that square. Rook here. I don't know, kind of crazy, but try it again. Potentially trades here and comes in. Give my knight another square, and maybe I can fix my pawns. Maybe I can't fix my pawns. He's going to block me off here, take that, and play here. So let's go over here. If I push, he attacks my rook and then takes this bishop. We don't want that. I'm going to probably take some squares away from one of his bishops. Which one? Yeah, which one? Good grief. Let's keep him off of the d4 square. Rook to here, and I have to probably reinforce that pawn and bring my king over. Bishop can go there and keep me out. This queenside pawns aren't terrible, but now that his king came up, I have some potential sacrifices with that rook behind my knight. All right, half a minute. Sure. Oh, hey. Oh, goodness. Everything was what I wanted, more or less, and then that. Idiot. Oh, I got another one or two, I forget. Can't do the same thing every game. Would he trade queens? I'd have to, otherwise he'd have me pinned up on the e-file. I don't think we'll do that. Hmm. Bishop g4, maybe? He's been liking those pins today. They've held me in positions that I didn't like for a while. I wonder if he's had any chat messages. No. My bigger monitor is on the fritz today and having a little trouble, so I had to switch to the laptop. I can't fit everything that I want. Hmm. So pressure on e6. He can just exchange. Let's try it this way. My knight is in a good spot. Worst case, I take his on c6. Can I avoid that? I have a good spot on b5 in case he decides he wants his queen here. Take, move. He'd have to stay here, can't, here, here. Well, that isn't that good. I have to go here, but then he can just block it up. This results in checks, or that. No good. But with that guy here, this threat, he has two moves to get here, run the pawn. I don't want to split my pawns. I can also go here. I would maybe induce the f pawn up and back, or here. He's not going to go all the way back. Let's go this way. Doesn't have a lot of defenders over there on the king side. How am I half a minute up? That doesn't make sense. All right. This could be our last one. 5. Oh. We played 5? No, we had that unrated game. Check that. So this could be the last one. All right, that makes some sense. There's nothing to this. But it's a little active, and I want to get my other bishop out and get my rooks in the center. He has no defenses except for g6, as far as I can see. But then he's a little stuck. I don't have to move it just yet. Let's bring another piece in. Sure. The knight's a little overloaded. Doesn't he have to move it though? There we go. Huh. Interesting. Bring that, take that. That's a little tender at f7 if I can get rid of that knight. Probably has to maybe bring a rook up and over with a queen. That's no good. Feeling a little overextended, but oh, no. Knight's hanging. Pay attention. Check. Knight come up, can't go. Check here. He's got two guys on it. I have to retreat. Go here. Pawn up is a fork, but I can bail out. He's going to get his rook to here. Okay. Let's try something else. I got a back rank problem. I think I might have to make a little lift. Yeah, I hear you. Boy, I need some white square pressure. I don't have any. That guy's too good at defense right now. Don't waste time chasing his rook. Gotta get to the 7th rank. Ah, you son of a gun. All right, I think we're good. What is he doing? Giving me time back? I don't know what the hell he's doing. No. Why did I move that king? Look at that king move. I could have just checked him. Of course, he's here. He'd probably be able to keep me from checking him there. And then I have to still go back in the corner. All right, we're good. Thank you, Brett. Good luck tonight in the simul. I don't know if I'll play or watch. Both will be pretty fun. All right. See ya.